me know if you could hear me. The YouTube software is always a little weird. I'm gonna just pause it on my right screen here. Bring up the chat. Let me know if you could hear me. You should be able to, because I did a test before going live today so that we didn't have any crazy audio sounds like we did a few weeks ago. But this is live stream number 66. So we've been at this over a year now, which is kind of insane, doing live streams every week on Sundays or sometimes Fridays. We used to do the, Friday and Sunday streams, but that got a little much. So we just turned it down to Sundays. And I'm doing it a little earlier today because I do have things to do in the afternoon, but I mean, I woke up at about 4 o'clock this morning and I was just waiting to stream. That's the only thing I had to do this morning. So I thought we'd do it about an hour earlier. Ryan, good morning. Craig, good morning. Ali, good morning. TCP IP Solutions, good morning. Josh, good morning. How's it going? Maestro, good morning. Zach, good morning. Got my Tim Hortons. Well, that's great. They have roll up the rim now, but I think you have to download the app and then scan, I guess, at the store, which is a little weird. Can't wait for live stream 69. So you got that in 3 weeks. Bryce, how's it going? Good morning. 3 weeks, unless we do one earlier. This week ahead of me is actually the next 2 weeks will probably be fairly busy. I'm thinking anyway. We have a bunch of projects that have been kind of on hold just because we're waiting on the drywall and paint and all that. Tony from QuickTech, good morning. Listening as I travel from home to Connecticut. Oh, awesome. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Tony's YouTube, I'd suggest you do it. He just did a video of cabling an office. It's really good. I'll call you Lego. Cat Lego? Hopefully I said that right. Good morning from South Africa. Awesome. That's a little ways away from me. My buddy, his mom actually lives in South Africa. It looks really nice. Synology memory is very expensive. I recently found out 100 for 4 GB. Added 4 GB to my Proxmox VM as a massive middle finger to their scammy pricing. Yeah, so it is a little expensive. I think you can put other DIMMs in it. I'm not too sure. I haven't upgraded my Synology NAS. Ed, how's it going? Good morning. I think my camera zoomed in a bit. I think, nope. Maybe we should leave it zoomed in. Oh, that's fine. Now it's catching a bit of my monitor. I need to get a better setup. I've been thinking about moving this desk around or buying a new desk. We were at a mall the other day, and they had this really nice L-shaped desk that could lift up, as well as upgrading this chair. This is just a cheap $200 chair from Staples. It's comfortable, but the ones I sat on at that store were amazing. What has been... Oh, yeah. So if you're in Canada, the U6LR is available right now. It's probably available in the States, actually, too. Take a look. So over the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've noticed that they've had lots of stock of this. So I'm guessing that's a good thing. You could only buy 2 at a time, though, per single sign-on account. So take that as what you will. You've had success with Kingston chips. Oh, awesome. Good to know. DDR4, yep. Yeah, the U6LR is awesome. This video... Where was it? On TikTok, maybe? Oh, this one right here. Right where I did that video setting up a client. So we're going there this week, or I think it's this week or next week. Finally get all those U6LRs out of my house. They've been sitting here for months. Can you make a video on pfSense home or small business setup like you did? I think I already have that. Pretty sure I already do. Whoops. It was on Ubiquity's webpage for... Okay. I'm pretty sure I do. pfSense. Maybe I didn't call it small business. No, I didn't. I think it's this one, pfSense and Unifi network. So we're using Unifi switches. Oh, it's only an HD. This is before I got this 4K camera. But I'm pretty sure this is the one that you'd be looking for, so I'll put that there. Herman Miller, I've heard they're great, and they're pretty expensive, but the chairs that I was looking at, they're about $1,200. I have an issue with smart things. I have no idea about that. That will be yeah, I'm not too sure. That 2 per account limit must be keeping, yeah, so it probably is. It does suck for installers. I mean, I have a couple accounts because I have a sales account in Mac Telecom, so I was able to buy 2 or 4, sorry. So the reason I got those like 50 of them at once, probably 3 months ago or whenever I got them, they had a 25 device limit for Canada, and I don't know if that was error, but now they only have the 2. So yeah, I was lucky because I needed to get 40 for my one client. Yeah, I mean, chairs are, seeing as I sit here a lot, I need something good for my back, or stand up desk would be good, right? And then I could kind of switch between standing up and sitting down. But Ubiquiti did release some new switches. I don't know if anybody saw that. So we got the Switch Enterprise 8, which looks really cool. We got the Switch Enterprise XG24, and then we have the 48. I'm trying to get my hands on some. I reached out to my contact. I don't think I'm going to be getting these two. Just, they're probably not pushing them as much, and I mean the price point on them. But I think I'm going to be getting the Switch Enterprise 8. Like I said, I'd probably buy it myself, but it's not available in Canada right now. So what does this do? So it's layer 3, and it has 8 2.5 gig interfaces, PoE+, which is pretty sweet. What else does it do? Wall mount kit. I mean, pretty... Oh, 2 SFP plus uplinks, which is great. What model 4K camera did you get? I have the Canon EOS 90D. And then just this, the audio seems current is lower. Oh, is my voice is fine, right? Sorry, there's just something popping up on YouTube. But anyway, it came with the standard stock lens, the Canon zoom lens EFS 18-55mm. Oh, really? So it's more expensive. That's strange. I wonder why that happened. These are US prices too. So, I mean, this would be more money where I live. I'd really like to get this switch because I love my enterprise switch. It's my favorite switch right now. This has layer 3, and then it has, what does it have? It has 24 10 gigabit RJ45 ports, and then 2 25 gig SFP 28 uplink ports, which is awesome. I wonder if what did they do here for PoE though? The one thing I wish they would have had on the normal enterprise switch, the one that I have, is PoE++. Sounds good to me. Okay, yeah, it was just, oh, it says excellent condition now. For home, 10 gig on server desktop computer, would you go with Cat 6 or Cat? It depends on how far you're running. Cat 6 would be fine. I'm actually running Cat 5e, 10 gig, right? Just because it's not going that far. Industrial Unifi switch will be very good if you have SFP port. Yeah, we can't even get the industrial through the Ubiquiti site in Canada. I could get it through my distributor. Matt, good morning. U6LR tip for y'all in the chat. It gets very hot. Install the big metal bracket, even if you're not mounting. Oh, makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't touched mine lately, but even when I had all of them sitting on the desk for this video, I mean, this office was boiling. What else am I trying to get? So they kind of asked me for a wish list of things I want, and you know, I'm glad to be getting all this stuff, and whatever they send me is great. So I asked for another phone flex, because I have these two. Oops, you can't see. I have the phone touch max right now and the phone touch, so we just need the phone flex to finish off the Unifi talk stuff. I asked again to get the UNVR Pro. There's not that many videos about the UNVR Pro. I know it's not a lot different from the normal UNVR besides the 7 drive bays. But my big thing, which I love, is how it has the RJ45 port and the SFP Plus port on the front. For cable management, it just will look a lot nicer. And I asked for this, the smart floodlight, some G3 flex covers, as well as G4 doorbell covers. I don't know if I asked for anything else. I probably did. I usually list a whole ton of crap. Let's see. Should you have static route on your router when you're using a layer 3 switch? Yes. So when you set the layer 3 or how I did in my layer 3 switching video, Unifi automatically creates that static route for you. Yeah. But if you create, apparently I didn't do any testing, but if you create your own static routes, it doesn't work. As well as those access lists that I showed you to block inter VLAN routing. If this powers off, those access lists will be wiped, so you'll have to redo them. So hopefully they get that figured out. When troubleshooting at a client site, whose accounts do you use to log into the Unifi controller? Your account or... So what typically happens, I usually use ConnectWise to do screen sharing. So we'll do a screen sharing session and I'll just control their screen. So some of my customers though already have me as their admin, like they add me as an admin account, so I could just log in whenever. I don't really like that, but I'd rather do a screen share with the person. I just want that Wi-Fi 6 Flex HD. Yeah, it would be pretty sweet if it does. Hopefully soon. And other, if I have clients who aren't running, say, a UDM Pro, or they're paying me to manage their Wi-Fi networks and everything, I have Hostify, so it's what Ryan said here. Good morning, DYATX. When you aren't doing installs with 72 ports, aggregation switch, gateway, firewall, and MVR, do you proactively think through the cooling or closet cooling? So, I mean, you should always have some cooling. Most of the job sites we go to and we install, typically they have some ventilation going into the room, or they'll put a small little portable AC unit. Let's see. Have you seen the new UI videos, 5-minute network with... So did they have the doorbell in that? I didn't see that. I did watch the video, but I didn't see the doorbell. I know it was... we can't really... It was leaked somewhere anyway. Yep, we do audits to Wi-Fi and networks. I mean, we'll use... oh my god, NetSpot app. There was a couple other ones that I was looking at. What the heck was it? They're just so expensive. They're like $15,000 for these programs. What the heck? LAN. I emailed the group about it yesterday to try to see what the pricing was. I'll have to think about it. I want to do a video on NetSpot app as well. Dustin King, yes, it definitely is. So he's asking if you could hire us, and you could go right here, telecomnetworks.com. So you could either click on the hire us button, or you could click on contact. So, I mean, it shows my price. For $150 an hour Canadian, we require the first hour to be paid up front, and then we'll book a remote session. If you just fill in these, whoops, I just so mad. If you just fill in this address or this form, that way we have it in our email system, and it just makes it a lot easier to contact you. Can we submit to you a Unifi Home project to review, and it tell you all is okay. Any suggestions? Yes, that would be consulting. So yep, you would just have to go to the hire. So the contact form's the exact same. I might actually take the, I don't know. I don't know if I'll take it out, because if you're just asking a 2-second question, I mean, I'll sometimes respond to those emails, but a lot of the times people just are kind of looking for free consultations. No, you don't need to be in Canada. Most of my clients aren't in Canada. Most of my clients are in the US or in the EU. Virgil, good morning. Do you have an AC in your basement? I do not. I'm building my server room. So the basement's typically cold enough depending where you live. My basement will be getting really cold in the winter. If you saw any of my build videos, my network rack. It's not going to show it, but it's in my cold cellar. I probably shouldn't have it in there. But it's all concrete, right? But in the summer, it gets kind of hot. So I do have this portable AC unit, which was meant for this office, but our AC got fixed, so I might put it down in there. It would have to be remote. Like I wouldn't be able to physically do all your connections. I could remote into your computer and do work for you, configurations. What is the best Unifi for signal? So you're talking about access point. It all depends on the construction of the building. My favorite access point right now is the U6LR. I love it. It's Wi-Fi 6 capable, and it goes super far. Right, this one. Oh, that's the light. Even the lights are good. Face is getting red again. I think my better half's home and turned off my air conditioning. I had it set to 19 degrees. It's pretty cold outside right now. Yeah, so the U6LR, if you could get them, I would recommend those. If not, I would recommend, we used a lot of the Nano HDs or any of the HD models. Yeah, Eric, we could do remote configurations. We do it for clients all over the world. Pretty much daily, right? Let's see, what else did I have to talk about? Oh, so this, I'm probably gone too far. Most of you know that I have cats. We've probably gone too far with this. I don't have any kids, so my cats are pretty much my kids. But we bought them a stroller. I won't play the audio, but this is us walking them. Oh, the video looks terrible on that. So they love to go outside, the fresh breeze, like any animal would like to be outside. We had backpacks for them, but now they could both be together and, do their thing, and they love just sitting in it. Oops, let's not watch that again. So that's what my life consists of, doing networking and walking my cats. Let's see, there was my last video. A lot of people had questions on a couple things, but my biggest complaint is host names. I'm filling out that form now. Okay, no worries. So the last video I did on the job video. Heck is it? Oh, it's because it has PF Sense in it. All right. So I had lots of people comment, why don't you test? Oh, sorry. We don't want to hear the noise. Why don't, oh, this is Lawrence Systems. What the heck? How did it get to him? People were saying, you didn't test or label the cable. We test and label every single cable. When I'm doing videos like this, we can't go over everything. We're trying to finish the job. In this job, I had to leave by 2 p.m. because I had a client at 4. So yeah, we didn't test and label, or it didn't show in the video that we test and labeled. We still have some work back at this job. But I had to put this little blurb at the beginning telling everybody, yes, we test and label. We use, this is the label maker I use. It's the Brady. So this, we wire wrap the cables, and then we'll label the faceplates. We label our patch panels, and we test everything. I have a Fluke wire map. When we have to do certified tests, I have to borrow my uncle's, because certified testers are about $15,000. How old am I? Well, I just had my birthday on the 17th. I am 34 years old. We had I love Walkman, and I don't really care what people say. I mean, it's an animal, they love to be outside, and if you're an animal person, you'll get it, right? Um, we have a leash for them in the harness, but Mocha, my older cat, she got out of it, so I'm not doing that anymore. Did you use Netgear switch in router? I did. I think I got one under there. I'm probably not going to use it again. I didn't really like it. Yeah, what is this label maker? It's $195 US, but it comes with a battery pack. A lot of these label makers, you have to keep putting in AAA batteries, and it just gets expensive. But yeah, this is a great label maker. It's awesome. Some people need to understand that the actual so the work does come first. Unfortunately, like I really wanted to do more with it, but I mean, we needed to get the outside cameras done. We still need to do the inside cameras. There's about 16 cameras in total. 5 nano HDs. There's my uncle, he does phone systems. He does analog phone systems, so old school phone systems. He's coming to mount a Nortel phone system that they had, and we're installing phones on Wednesday. I've been having problems with my Unifi cameras. They just stopped working. Which version are you at? Are you at the latest one? I've noticed that people who move to... I've had a few people tell me about this, that their cameras drop off, and I don't know if it's related to Unifi Protect 19.2 or not. Which label? I don't know what I forget what the label is actually called. Yeah, I forget which one it's called. It's one meant for completely wire wrapping. Cody, when unshaven, you're starting to look like Tom facially. So my facial hair, it's actually kind of grown in, but it's in. It shows that it's like brown just in certain spots. That's because I had alopecia, and then the rest of it's white. So that's why I typically shave. What should I learn to have a job like ours? What certifications? That's a hard question. Because you could pretty much. So I started off doing network cabling years before I started doing actual networking. So you want to learn cabling standards, all that type stuff. For certifications, for like very beginner, Network Plus by CompTIA is good. CCNA is always good to have. That's pretty much it. Start with that. I'd start with the Network Plus. I'd probably bring my take my cats outside too, but they wouldn't like any sort of. So yeah, they call her a leash. The cats don't like that either. The backpacks, if your cat's heavy, I mean, yeah, because if you have it on your back, you're bumping around a lot, so the cat's not super comfortable. I think you mentioned in the last Q&A that you would be concerned about PoE Ethernet connections outside moisture. So that's if you're using these pass-through ports, right? If you're doing cameras, most of the cameras come with these weather sealing couplers that you would put it in. But if you don't want to use pass-through ends if you're putting them outside. Probably not. I don't have home bridge and home assistant, so probably not. Not at this time anyway. I don't even have a lot of smart home devices. I have a few light switches. Hello, I made a Unifi Protect and network deployment for a client like 3 months ago. The client liked so much the interface and quality of the project. Now they want similar in their house and restaurant. Oh, nice. That's great. Yeah, Unifi, I mean, a lot of clients love the interface, right? It's your one single pane of glass. What laptop do I like? I don't even know which one I have right now, to be honest with you. I bought one with a Wi-Fi 6 chipset in it just so I could do testing. It's got an i7 in it. I mean, you could play games on it. I forget what graphics card. I think it's a 2770 that's in it. I don't actually know the brand though. ThinkPads are nice though if you're doing on-site jobs. If you don't mind me asking, how do you calculate how much you charge? Yeah, that's tricky as well. We don't really. I've been thinking about getting into the MSP game. The biggest thing for me is trying to figure out pricing. So for network cabling, for one network cabling, we do a per drop, and it's between $100 and $120 per Cat6. For actual network management, it's kind of hard. So if we're doing firmware upgrades, if it's just a 1 nano HD upgrade, we'll do that for free. But if it's like an ongoing thing that we got to do, we'll charge $150 a month. But for network, we're usually time and material right now. Pretty much, we do time and material. But I may be switching my model soon. Yep, I don't set anything to auto update right now. Maybe for your house, but at that point, I still push my firmware manually when I know it's good firmware. Dell or HP? Not sure. I don't use either. Do you have a backpack with your tools? I think I did a video. It wasn't even. Oh God, I don't want to see my face. Let's see. Network. I did a video on network tools. I just use a handbag, like a tool kit. I think I have about 400 videos now, which is kind of crazy. I think I did a video recently on this, didn't I? Oh, right here. Must have. I mean, this doesn't show my networking bag, I don't think. This is must have networking tools. But yeah, I don't have a backpack. I'm looking for something a little better when I go on site. So I don't need to lug around my toolkit all the time. I think I saw Christopher. I think I saw you in Tom's chat on Thursday asking that. Maybe next week I'll send photos. Awesome. Unifi phones equipment is available here in South Africa, but not Unifi offers. So I could buy the Unifi phone here and contact. Yeah, so you would have to use a third-party SIP provider, right? If they don't offer it here in Canada either yet. That's why I haven't really done many Unifi Talk videos. And luckily, I mean, there's been a lot of issues going on with VoIP lately. If you've been following the news a little bit, so luckily we don't manage any VoIP stuff. Not right now. We may in the future though. I haven't used Starlink yet because I have 2 1 gig connections come into my home. I don't think there was anything new with Ubiquiti other than what we've looked at already. I check back. Well, they had the big the updates, and I did a video on that. Let's see. They updated their smart power plug and strip. Unifi Talk. I haven't even looked at any of these updates for Unifi Talk. Unifi Access, I still need to finish. I only did the one video. It didn't do overly well, but we're still going to finish out the series on that. But we have the TP-Link series to finish out too, which I think people are more interested in the TP-Link. Keto Pro Pack. Oh yeah, those are nice. I think my tool bag is just from Walmart from like years ago. Oh yeah, that's pretty expensive, but those are nice. Holy. Yeah, that's. Oops. The camera over a bit. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I mean, when I'm going out to smaller jobs, just to have, it would be nice to have something like this, and then it would have like a cover, and then I could put my laptop in it as well. I'm sure maybe they do have one. I just haven't looked through it. Any experience with the Unifi app pertaining to performance on Android TV? No, not really. I've used the Android or the Protect app on my my head right now. I can't even think. I forget what it's called, but anyway, it's an Android based thing, and it seemed to work fine. Do you have the? No, I do not, because it's still in anything in EA we don't have and we can't really talk about. I have a bit of experience with the Unifi LT Pro. We don't have it in Canada. I know there has been some issues with it actually failing over. I did notice that DYATX. I was gonna ask my I forgot to ask them about that. So yeah, did you notice on the Unifi Door Access that the Reader Pro has a new label on it? Which is weird. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's changed. What laptop is, I honestly can't tell you. I have no idea which laptop I bought. I don't even know the brand. MSI maybe, I'm not too sure. I do have an MSI laptop. Oh, they do. Awesome. I'm going to look at that because I think it would be great to have a backpack and a toolkit all in one. Okay, so talking about like switching kind of to an MSP model. Possibly. I'm not saying we're doing that or not. But I did test out Enable and I thought it was pretty good. The dashboard was nice, and I haven't switched any clients to be managing them yet. But then I'm trying out a Terra right now, and I actually like the interface a lot better than Enable. It's easier to use, and it's just nicer. So I may eventually do videos on MSP, like RMMs, or even like this just on a Terra, and we may start offering, MSP services. But I think eventually soon I'm going to have to hire somebody because I can't do all this work myself. It's just very easy to use. That's what I like about it. And it's not crazy priced either. Enable wasn't crazy priced. It was a little bit higher than a Terra. But it wasn't that bad at all. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to get into that game because I've had a lot of customers ask me to manage their Windows systems, right? And I said, no, we don't do that. But I'm thinking now, why aren't I doing it? Same with VoIP. Even if I don't do VoIP myself, why aren't I contracting that out but still offering it as a service? Can you do a video live when you're out of customers to fix or that's hard to do because a lot of the things when you're out of customers, you don't want to show any sensitive information, and it's hard to do live. I mean, if you show something, you show something, right? And you can't really take it back. I have taken a look at Ninja RMM. I haven't tried it though. The only reason people ask about TP-Link or Links is for networking equipment is because, or router they got 10 years ago. Yep. I just need a second Cody. That's right. I have my brother. Well, you've seen him in some of the videos. The guy with tattoos all over his arms, but he doesn't know any of the networking stuff. Like he'll pull cables. He'll do all the physical stuff. But when it comes to programming or anything like that, he knows nothing about it. I had a horrible experience with Enable SolarWinds. I'd stick with ConnectWise. I just use Screen Connect with them. I love Screen Connect. I think it's great. Can you do home automation installs? Probably not. That's not something we're really into. I mean, I could wire the house for it, but I'm not a licensed electrician either, and sometimes you need to put in plugs. If you had a need for more Ethernet in your yards, but only have one Ethernet, would you get a Flex XG? So, not the Flex XG. What is it called? I have one of these in my backyard right now. Is it the switch? This right here. The Flex switch. And they come with a... Is it on here? I don't know if it's... Oh, crap. Oh, what? Oh, I didn't know this was out. I'm going to be emailing back and telling him I want to add that to my wish list. Smart plug. They have that enclosure. Where the heck is that enclosure? I wonder if they took it off of here. They have the flex switch enclosure. Actually, I could just show you my pictures here. Maybe. Okay, maybe I didn't take a picture of it. Shoot. You know what? Where it is? It's on. I don't know where you buy it though. Then I bought mine through my distributor. What the heck is going on? Why can't I see all my videos? Oh, you're not really gonna be able to see it here. Trying to find the thumbnail. Anyway, it's just a switch flex enclosure. I spelled that completely wrong, but thankfully. Oh, maybe this is it here. Oh, there it is. Why is that not showing up? Anyway, yeah, you can put your flex switch in there, and then it's like a waterproof rated enclosure. It's great. I watched your video on the VPN for cameras. The only problem is you need a web GUI and can't use the app with Reolink. Yeah, so that's the same with Unifi Protect. You can't use their app. What can a person do for a CV? Well, I'm not hiring right now anyway. So probably nothing. I've had a bunch of people on Instagram message me to, one thing to not probably do is message somebody and say, hire me and keep bugging them to hire you, which, I mean, I don't mind people sending me resumes and stuff like that, but I probably won't look at them until I'm actually hiring somebody. And really, I would be more world experienced than anything. I don't care if you could write up a good cover letter. I mean, anybody could write a good cover letter and, make up as much stuff as they want. I'd want real world experience. Oh, it was right under the plug? Really? Let me see. Oh, it's right here. Oh my god. Cody. I think my comment got deleted. I posted a URL for... Oh, yeah. So URLs will probably get deleted in the chat. I was just wondering if... FS I don't have experience with. Monoprice I like, though. Did I put a... I think I... Did I not put a link in that for the cable comb? Let's see. Amazon.com. This guy right here. I don't use it too often, but it's not... Yeah, it's all right. I usually cable comb with my fingers. It's almost easier sometimes, but... Oh, I got in the mail, Microtech. It's actually sitting at the post office. I'm going to pick it up today. I got this in finally. So it shipped to me. So I'll pick that up today, and then there'll be Microtech videos shortly, probably in a few weeks. But I'm only going to stay on here 5 or 10 more minutes. So if you guys have any networking questions, business questions, anything, ask away. And then, yeah, as you can tell, I'm getting really warm and I got a couple things to do. Oh, it's not showing new anymore. It was showing new the other day, though. I looked at this yesterday. I wonder if it's showing new under the Canadian store. Nope. Yeah, it had a big new tag on the right-hand corner. So that's definitely... I want to ask for, the power strip. That is something I need to write down. Power strip. See how good that works, because that would be nice to be able to have all my gear just sitting on that, and then if I need to power cycle it, I can remotely, or not remotely, but... many hours do I... Oh, hold on a sec. Did you see my email with the link to the microphone that you could use? I'm not too sure. Maybe I did. Let me just take a look. I'm not going to show my emails, but what's your name? So oh yeah, here it is right here. What is this one? Oh, I gotcha. So is this kind of like a clip-on? The microphone I use right now is a Rode microphone. On my camera. The camera I'm using in front of my face is a Shure microphone, but it's this one right here. That's the one I use on the front of my camera when I'm doing those on-site jobs. Nike, how's it going? How many hours do I work in a day? It all depends. Some days I work 1 hour, some days I work 14 hours, but typically it's like 5 or 6 hours a day. That's not including making videos though as well. More PF Sense videos. Yes, I need to do PF Sense videos. I haven't even done anything else after that one PF Sense video. I mean, about the 6100, so we'll do more. What phone you use? So I use an iPhone. I don't have like a business phone system set up where you call in, welcome to Mac Telecom Networks, blah, blah, blah. I might have that in the future, but I always have my cell phone on me. So I just use that number. Have you compared the performance with the U6 to other access points? I think I have some videos. Chris from Crosstalk has... my problem is, which I should have done, I guess I could go back through my videos, is I should have kept a log of all the performance of the access points to compare them, and I didn't. But Crosstalk Solutions definitely has it. The Empower site, awesome. I was thinking it was the Countryman facial mic. Oh, nice. Yeah, it'd probably be a little bit better for the audio quality for sure. Well, before I even bought this mic, I was just using a GoPro and just using the mic right off the GoPro. Hi, I have a 1 gig up and down, but the provider router doesn't have the option to bridge mode. What's the best thing I could do? You might be able to just take it completely out, depending on your, like, I don't use my provider's modem at all. Okay, gotcha. That's actually a good, yeah, that's good, because I have noticed sometimes my voice does go a little quiet. Do you make Linux videos? No, not really. Learn Linux TV. He's a great resource for that. He has a ton of videos. And he's also written books, so he's a Linux master. Just got a Unifi AP, 6 AP, and I can't find any other tool for getting the AP off the mount. You could use just like a zip tie, or something just small, right? Zip tie. If I don't have the release tool that the Nano HDs and I think the U6 LRs come with, I'll just use a zip tie, pop it off. Hey Cody, can you tell me where Ubiquiti sees the Edge series? What is the typical use? It could be enterprise because Unifi. So you could do a lot with the Edge series routers. You could go in the command line. You could do policy-based routing. You could do a ton of stuff with it. But it doesn't look like they're really pushing it that much right now. Do you work with servers and cloud services? Not completely. I'm going to be getting into it. I'm only one person, so I'm trying to learn a whole bunch of stuff at once. We didn't do any server stuff, but we're starting to support it now. Virgil, take care. Have a good rest of your weekend. Yes, Ubiquiti does have solar solutions, and Chris from Crosstalk has a video on that. I probably won't end up doing it. Not in this house anyway. My house isn't big enough to do like a little solar farm. Does Ubiquiti have connection problems, as Linus mentioned in his video? I haven't watched the video yet. I watched the beginning, and that was about it. How can I use RMA if I use freighter forwarder? I'm not too sure what you're asking here. I do not work on Fortinet or Palo Alto. I used to when I worked in enterprise on Palo Alto, but or in an enterprise. I haven't in a while. We're PFSense and Unifi. I mean, if a client asks me to work on different firewalls, once you know one, you pretty much know them all. It's just different places you need to navigate in the GUI or command line. Let's see. So this week, I think I'm going to do a video on Unifi CLI commands because quite a lot of people asked me to do that after my layer 3 switching video. So I'll show some of it. It's going to be more show commands for troubleshooting than anything. We have these real link cameras that I will probably, I don't know when I'm going to do videos, but this is a 4K camera they sent me. I have no idea what this one is, but it is a 4 megapixel Rio Argus 3 Pro. And I think they sent a solar panel. I don't know which one it plugs into though. Yeah, so they sent a little solar panel. I think that's probably for the Argus 3 Pro. I'm not too sure how I do videos on this. I'll probably mount the 4K one onto my soffit where that Hikvision one was that I did a video on. And then maybe put this other one in my backyard. Oops. Yes, hit this. Oh, my voice just cracked. Hit the like button. That would be great. And watch all you. You don't need to watch all my videos. I mean, some of them are pretty, especially the. Oh God, let's take a look. The ones that I first released were, yeah, questionable. Let's see. So I guess my first video was in 2019. It was this how to port forward Xbox to have open NAT. Then we have this easy Cat5 termination. Oh my God. Oh, I did a Cisco UCS fabric interconnect setup. Oh, I got to new subscriber video. What this channel's about. I got to take that video off. Yeah, there's a couple. You might not need to go this far back because I do have a ton of videos. If I want to resend, broken devices, you have to go to Ubiquity, and I just RMA'd something actually, and I sent a tweet about it. Oops, I don't want to show that. I sent a tweet about it because, so I ended up having, it's a USW Pro 24, the power supply. It was dead on arrival. It wasn't working. I had to send it back, but I had to pay for shipping. The shipping was almost $100. So I'm like, I mean, if you went with Cisco or whatever, they send you a return label for free. So I, emailed them about that, and I'm getting a store credit for the $80 or whatever I spent on it. Just make sure when you RMA something, let's give you the link, Ubiquity RMA. Copy the link. You need to show proof of purchase, so you'll have to show a receipt or something. You'll have to show a receipt and, just put in the serial number. Can you talk about the Ubiquity? I can't really because it's an EA. You just need to go to your account.ui.com and sign up for it. My router would not connect to the ISP gateway well in bridge mode. There's certain things you need to do with that. If it's a static IP or if it's a PPPoE, you need to put in your username and password credentials. TP-Link Amada is good. I mean, there's a couple things. It doesn't really support MDNS. So if you have different networks and you're trying to, broadcast your IoT to different networks, it's not going to work for you. Was shipping so bad because you're Canadian? I would assume that's why it was so expensive. Because, yeah, I think it was going to Texas from Canada, which is probably a 24-hour drive. I hope you do more. I will be doing more on the site videos. It's just when I get some more jobs and people that will allow me to do it. Cold Drip Gaming, I would just ask them to send you a return label. They should be doing it by default, but I mean, who knows? And I'm hoping it doesn't take that long for the switch. This switch is for one of my clients and I need to get it in. And I don't think I have any extras of them. Do I need to redo my 2FA? Well, you would have to transfer, if you're using, say, Google Authenticator, you need to transfer your Google Authenticator, right? To your new phone. That would be the best way to do it. Or you could turn off 2FA on Unifi and then turn it back on. What the heck? Let's see. Maybe I'll leave all these videos on there. There's a couple that are just brutal. Crazy to think how far, like, it's been. So what will this be? In January, I guess I've been doing YouTube videos for almost 2 years now. Or close to 2 years. I think by the end of this year, we'll probably hit our 30,000 subscriber goal, I think. Well, that's what I was saying. Like the USW 24 PoE here, I just say it's $1,000 and then shipping another 100. So now it's $1,100. Either I have to eat the cost of the shipping, or I have to charge the customer that $100, which isn't going to go over well. So they need to have a different RMA process. I'm using using the PoE Plus hat for the Raspberry Pi, and the fan spins only in the first second. I unplug it. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. I don't have a PoE Plus hat. Well, either way, if it dies within your warranty, you shouldn't really have to pay to ship it back, right? It's still under warranty. I don't know. I shouldn't have had to pay. They've already sent me emails. We're getting it sorted out. I just haven't submitted the receipt of what I paid for. They're giving me store credit, which is great. I mean, I buy tons of stuff on their website anyway, so store credit's fine. UPS, that's always a good question. And I always forget. Which one do I use? There are Eden UPS. Those ones are all right. I forget the ones that we usually use. My brain today is just not doing thinking too well. Good thing I don't have clients today. But yeah, Eden's not bad. I can't think of the other brand, but there's a lot of good brands out there. Well, and the thing with the RMA, everything's sold out right now, so getting it back is just insane. So they'll get the RMA switch. They'll make sure that what I'm saying is true. They'll do testing and then they'll send it back out. Yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Hopefully I get it this week so that I could go deploy it at my customers. But on that note, I am out of here for today. I'll be back next Sunday at either 10 or 11 a.m. Watch out for more videos. There will be probably a video tomorrow, maybe one Wednesday. But hopefully you have a good rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you later. Take care.